Debonair. Okay.
What's good, y'all? Shout out to Notification Gang for hitting the like button. And the video didn't even start yet. Y'all the realest ones in it. I appreciate you anyway. I feel like I'm playing a game of catch up here, y'all. We're gonna go through quite a few of these videos, depending on when I can drop these videos. I'm hoping as soon as possible, sooner than later, right? But again, like I said in my first video, y'all, I just got back from my vacation, so I wasn't able to get to these videos within a timely fashion or a timely manner the way I would like to have gotten to them. So that for that, I do apologize. But I did need a break. You know what I mean? But let's get into this video, y'all. We're gonna get into the parents speaking out about what happened, and then actually, you know what? Let's get into the coach. Let's watch the coach response first, the football coach, and then we'll watch the parents after the fact.
So Tracy, what his parents think happened here? Do they believe this was just an unfortunate accident, tragedy, or that it's something more sinister?
I was in Ocean Springs when it happened, and I was still in disbelief when I got the news that Nolan was missing. So when I got all the details surrounding the case, that they told me he was out at Horn Island, and he came up missing or whatnot. I talked with his dad, and we just had conversation. That was kind of after the fact when they had found his body, because I was just giving the family their respect that they deserve, and when everything first took place. But I was sharing all the detail that the family was sharing, just putting the word out there, and just so everybody could be on notice and everybody be paying attention.
When you say you talked to the dad, did he kind of accept this as an accident and a tragedy, or was he more suspicious?
Well, no, he was more so just searching for answers right now, because it had just happened, and there was a lot of questions still unanswered.
Usually high school football stars have a pretty close relationship with their coaches. What can you tell us about just Nolan as a human being?
Nolan was a great young man, with a big personality. Everybody gravitated to Nolan because of his smile. He just wanted everybody to be happy, and he was a joy to coach, a joy to be around. To sum Nolan up, long story short, Nolan is a guy that I would let date my daughter.
I mean, there were rumblings that he may have gotten into an argument, that there might have been a confrontation or something like that. I mean, was he a guy who would stand up, where, his hackles would go up, or was he more of a get-along type guy?
He's more of a get-along type guy. Don't get me wrong. Now, if something happened, he'll defend himself, but I knew right then in that video that wasn't Nolan.
One of the theories is that
Real quick before they moved on, he was talking about there was some sort of an argument. This is what I was talking about. This is what I was referring to back when I did the first video, y'all. Back when I did the first video, they was talking about there was something that transpired between him, Nolan Wells, and one of the other guys that was with him. One or all. Let me not exclude anyone. One, if not all of them that was riding with them. He got into it. There was some sort of a verbal confrontation that had transpired. What was it about? What was the end result of it? We don't know. None of them boys is answering a question. Excuse me. None of this. Let me be respectful. None of those young men it's answering the question when it comes to, hey, what happened? Well, we were told that you guys were arguing. What was the argument about? Well, I don't know. I don't remember. I don't know. I don't remember. You don't remember? You don't know. Y'all know something. And the fact that they are sitting there trying to be so secretive about it lets you know that there is something more at play here. It lets you know that there is something more at play here. Like I said in the other video, y'all, if I'm riding, doing whatever on a boat ride or just out and about with the homies and something unfortunate happens, I am, first of all, talking to the parents first, but I'm telling everyone what happened. Hey, we was out, we was partying, we was drinking, we was smoking, we was doing whatever. The man slipped down the goddamn stairs and fell. He was riding a motorcycle, popped the wheelie, he slammed and hit the back of his head on a damn concrete. He got into a fight with some dude punched him, he passed out, he didn't wake up. I'm saying what the hell happened. What I'm not about to do is sit there and try to, first of all, make up a lie, because we already know that they lied. They caught him in a few lies already. Make up a lie, number one. Number two, change my story. Number three, start scrubbing my social media page. Number 4, start damn lawyering up. If that doesn't tell me, if that don't listen to y'all, if that don't scream guilty, I don't know what will. Let's keep going.
That he was drinking and that there was a riptide that day and that maybe he got caught in a bad current out there. Knowing him as an athlete, and we've heard that he did know how to swim, would that surprise you if he ended up in that situation?
I mean, it would surprise me, that happened, but like I said, man, I'm just waiting till the family, give out, details of what they done gathered.
Was there racial tension at this school?
No, I don't think it was no racial intention at the school, from my experience. Cause you have, predominant white school, you have black kids there, and they all, played and grew up together and got along. Now, some stuff might have happened that I didn't see. So, I can't speak wholeheartedly on it, but from what I did see, it was a tight knit community. You know what I mean?
Let's get into the parents' response before I continue.
More on the mysterious death of Nolan Wells. We're joined by his parents, Christine and Elmore Wansley, as well as their attorney, Ben Crump. And before we get started, first off, I want to thank you for being here under these circumstances. I know how extremely tough it must be, and we can express how sorry we are for you and your family. And first question, how are you two holding up?
Taking it second by second.
Day by day. Second by second and day by day, which we all can understand. And I just want to ask you, the friends that Nolan traveled to Horn Island with, they say that he stayed behind voluntarily. Why would he stay behind?
That we cannot answer. I can't fathom why he would. I
don't know why he would. We always taught him to, if you go with a group, you stay with a group. Mm-hmm. Even when he was in college, he would say, Dad, well, we're going to ride down to a party or something in another city. Now, so I was out telling him, look, if you go with 5, you come back with 5. Do not separate from your group. Because I always said, safety is in numbers. Mm-hmm. And he always said, yes, sir. So he knew to stay with his group. So why would he split from his group? I don't know.
So that would have been unusual for him to split from the group. Yeah. And you said he would always check in with you. Did he check in with you that day?
So that day, no, I don't. But of course, too, they were on the boat. And usually when he is out there, which it's not uncommon, he's, I think, since last year, he's been going there occasionally with his friends. And so it would always just be like, hey, Mom, I'm back type of thing. But this time there was no call or text from him. It was from his friend.
And then, too, really didn't worry a lot about it because, it was his last weekend to have fun. Yeah. Because that Monday he had to report to school. We was preparing to take him back for camp to prepare for the season. So, we're going to see. He wanted to have his last little hurrah before he locked down and get ready for the season. Because, like I said, the entire summer he's training. He got more serious. He started to understand what I was trying to tell him about football, not just being fun, but as you get farther in it, it becomes a business. If you want to excel, and you have to understand, and have to understand both at the same time.
And we know.
Before he moves on, yeah, they both made up some great points. And the thing that I think, how should I say this? The thing that makes me nervous or more so concerned was the fact that they were so quick to leave him and make up this BS story regarding, oh, well, he left us. Let me explain something to y'all. For those that's not black, we don't move like that. I can tell y'all right now, my mom, my dad used to tell me the exact same thing. I don't give a damn what happened. You go to wherever with 20, you come back with 20. Not only was they saying that, but they used to say that obviously about our family, because like I told y'all, for everybody that don't know, I'm older side, technically 6 of us, but I'm the older side of 7. I have 6 siblings. One of my cousins who was with us since he was in middle school, so I look at him more so like a brother than a cousin, or whatever. I'm the oldest out of 7. If I was to go anywhere with my siblings, and leave 2 or 4 or whatever the case may be, and came back home without them, you better not even have come back home. You leave out with all 5, 6, 7, you come back with them. Not just with the family, but with my friends. When I used to take damn field trips and all this other stuff, they used to say the same thing. Hey man, you make sure you get back on that bus and your friends make it back. You make sure you look out for them and make sure that they are looking out for you. Something happens, you find a goddamn adult. Obviously, they're all adults, so you don't need to find an adult. But the fact that a group of four or five homeboys went somewhere and one was left and came back and they couldn't find him. If that was my homeboy, y'all, I'm telling y'all right now, there is no way in hell I would have left Horn Island without finding or knowing something. I'm getting back to shores. I'm sure I'm calling the goddamn police. I'm calling the goddamn Coast Guard. I'm calling for whatever the case may be. Obviously, there's only so much that you can do, but one thing I'm not going to do is leave on time and send a text, hey, your son dead. Have a good day. What? Let's keep going, man. Damn, how long is this video? Hold on, y'all. Oh, it's 10 minutes. Oh, yeah. We not doing 10 minutes. We gonna do another minute or two and we gonna get up out of here. Shout out to ABC Good Morning America.
It's being fun, but as you get farther in it, it becomes a business. If you want to excel, you have to understand, and you have to understand both at the same time.
And we know, Ben, that you said that you're going to do an independent investigation.
Yes.
And you say you have Nolan's cell phone and messages were deleted. How could you tell messages were deleted?
Well, his parents got the phone back, and that's something that's important, Michael, because they tracked this phone on Life 360.
So Life 360, but when I received the phone call from Warren, I immediately called my friend Toshima, and I said, hey, have you guys seen Nolan? Because her two sons, Jalen and Javon, like they grew up together. They played City League sports together. When they got into school, they played sports together. And so she was like, hey, okay, the boys were pulling up the location from Snapchat. So the Snapchat location looks completely different than the Life 360 location. So when I pulled up Life 360, it was different. It was showing everywhere the phone had been. I was like, well, it's showing that he's back on land. Like I'm not. He's like, but no, he didn't come back with us.
Well, how were you able to get the phone?
So we tracked it, and my friend Toshima went and picked it up.
It wasn't like they said we got his phone. They tracked it, and that highlights all these contradictions, Michael. The fact that they said Nolan was talking to a young woman, and she said that he said, I'm going back to get on the boat with the boys. The boys said that he said he was going to stay with her. And so that's an obvious contradiction. And then this video of this, you can hear an argument going where Nolan is saying, give me my freaking phone. What are you freaking doing? And so then his phone ends up missing. I don't know any teenagers, Michael Strahan, who says, if you believe their story, I'm going to stay behind and I'm going to leave my phone. I mean, no young person leaves their cell phone. And so then there's so many things their parents were telling us about, even why didn't his body wash up with the tide on Sunday? Why would it come on Monday? It's not adding up. And that is the problem when you think about the history of Mississippi.
Yes.
I'm gonna make sure I provide the link to the full video so y'all can go ahead and watch that, man. But I mean, Benjamin Crump is 100% correct. He said no young person. Hell, I don't know no old person either. I'm not going no goddamn where. Not without my damn phone. I was just, I'm not going to go into details, but like I said, I was on vacation and I bought a goddamn a water case for my phone, so I can make sure to have my damn phone on me at all times. On top of that, I didn't even know that, so that's news to me. He said that there was messages and other things deleted off the phone. Why was there? How did they get into his phone? Was his phone always unlocked? Was it maybe a facial recognition phone? I don't know. But my prayers, my thoughts and prayers goes out to the parents. It's just such a shame. It's such a shame. And as I stated in the first video, maybe there was some sort of a freak accident that transpired. If that was the case, then say that. Tell us what the hell the argument was about. Tell us why the hell Nolan was asking to give me my effing phone back. What was happening? What transpired? Were they upset because they found out Nolan was talking to a girl that he liked? And they're like, who? Like, there's so many variables here and so many unknowns. I don't know, y'all. I want y'all to comment down below. Let me know what y'all thought about this video, man. Thanks for watching. And until next time, please, man, be safe for her, cuz.